going to talk about what I do. I'm just going to be very transparent and kind of tell you what I do personally and what I get my girls to do. First and foremost, like right from the get-go, shout-outs are like a huge thing for us. They were always a big thing for me when I first started, and they stopped. Like, flat. Like, once I hit green, it was just like, it just disappeared. Don't do that. Team culture, you need to be shouting out your girls for everything, big and small, no matter their status. As they get higher, they still deserve those shout-outs. When they're new, they need them more often. Do them all the time, okay? Team shout-outs are so important. Our team all does them. Doesn't matter if they just signed up yesterday and then they sign someone up, they're already shouting out their new people because that's just something we tell them to do. Like, go shout them out. It's like when you get welcomed into a page and you have 15 people, 20 people being like, welcome, you're so beautiful. Like, that feels so good. So good. So when you see someone make a post in your team page or even on their personal page about a welcome, go under that welcome and make sure you're welcoming them as well. Give them a compliment as soon as you see it. This is a new thing we started. It used to just be a welcome, and now I'm asking the girls to compliment the new girls as soon as they're welcomed. It just feels so good, and it starts that team culture like right from the get-go, even if they're kidnappers. So like that's super sweet. Like kidnappers are like, and then they get in the team page, and all of a sudden they're like, oh, I see how this is. Like they want to be a part of it, right? Chats. Okay, I want to talk about chats. Sorry, team. We have a lot of chats. I talk about it every time I talk on stage for some reason. It's always back to chats. We have a lot of them. We have them for everything. I don't do, lots of people do like the pink chats, the blue chats, the green chats. I tried all that. It did not go well. So I have a main team chat. It is everybody is welcome. We don't typically put new presenters in there at the beginning because it's a little overwhelming for more seasoned people. Because it can get like a little bit intimidating to be in there and you're brand new and everyone's like talking about all these things and you're like, what does any of this mean? So I have a new presenters chat and I have a frontline chat, and any of my leaders that I am trying to build or helping build or already leaders that have built teams, I have them all make their own chats as well. Start that team culture within those chats. These chats are like everything from where we share like Zoom links to like we do welcomes in there, we do congratulations, we share new products, we share pictures of each other, we help with color matching, like everything happens in these chats. This is where we stay connected the most. Team challenges, these are fun. I'll just like throw a little thing up, you know, like a little, I will ask who wants to do a team challenge. I always say, do you want to be a part of it first? I don't tell them what it is. I never tell them what it is until they have basically said yes. And then I'm like, hi, you're stuck now. Now you have to do it. So then I will make little teams. So we do small challenges. I try to do them at least once a month, sometimes more, sometimes less. They're just little ones. We have one going on right now for this weekend, and what I did was just, if you want to be a part of the team challenge, just drop an emoji, like a little hand raising, and I will put you into a team. So then we did teams of 2, and what we're doing is they're doing opposites. So it doesn't matter, you could do a look with day and night, you could do hot and cold, like just do a makeup look with opposites of the other person. So this gets people chatting, gets them talking to people that they're not normally going to talk to. It's not their upline. I make sure that they're in different legs. For the most part, I try to get them communicating with other people in the team that they normally wouldn't talk to, okay? So these are fun, these are a lot of fun. And we also do like sleighs. We'll do like a 9-day sleigh in the summer. I usually do it in the fall, but it was a little bit hectic with all the new products and stuff, so I didn't do it this year. But we'll do like a 9-day sleigh, and you just ask who wants to be a part of it, you let them know it's gonna be a little more intense than normal, and it's like, it's not like you have to do it, but you're more inclined to do it because you're working with other people, and you're again gonna be put into teams of like 3, 4, 5, and you're gonna be working together with people that you normally wouldn't work with. You're gonna bounce ideas off of each other. You're gonna learn new things. It's pretty incredible what happens and what friendships come of it. Our team, like these are all different legs, and we all know each other. We all know each other really well, so, woo! Yeah, and I pride myself in that. Like our team, I've talked to some other team leaders, and they're literally like, what? And I'm like, what do you mean what? Are you like this? Like, oh, you do this? And they're like, no. So I pride myself in that. It's like really important. The sisterhood is very, very important to me. Team gatherings. We do all sorts of stuff. So we've started an annual camping trip. Camp out. I was like, what did I write there? An annual camp out. We tried to do one we had one this year. Tried to do one the year before, and it snowed. So we camped inside my house. Took out the blow-up mattresses, the pillow beds, everything. All the kids got sent to Nana Papa's so that those beds were freed up. It was a good time. So we had an indoor one, and then last year it rained the whole time, but we still got together. We had our fires, we cooked together, we ate together. It was great. So we do, that camping. I do an annual Christmas party at my house, and everybody brings a dish. I make the main thing, like the turkey. And everyone else brings a dish. We all just get together, we do a little exchange, like a Christmas exchange. It's a good time. This is somewhere where you get to know your girls personally. You can kind of let go of the struggles with business, if that makes sense. Like, you want it to be business oriented, but at the same time you want it to be like relaxed. So this is a good way for you to have those friendships really genuine. I feel like there's someone hiding behind there. Hold on. Oh, this one's fun. I like this one. And it's a lot of work, but I don't mind. My husband knows. My husband is so good. He knows that on the end of the month and the beginning of the month, he went to my scheduler and wrote down, month end, don't book nail clients. Beginning of the month, don't book nail clients, because he knows that I am on my phone 24/7. The end of the month, I'm helping my girls push for their promotions or the incentives or whatever else, and I'm on my phone 24/7. 24/7, really, actually. And and then the beginning of the month, of course, is really intense. But the beginning of the month, the very first day, I announced someone on our team that has been doing all of the things, uplifting, empowering, validating, doing the daily dues, everything in the chats, helping people, stepping out of their comfort zone, and they're known as our monthly rock star. And their picture gets put at the top of our team page, along with the top PRS, the top sponsor, and the top leader. And I am a person that shares numbers. Some teams don't share numbers. I find numbers motivating. So we post those throughout the months, of course, but at the beginning of the month, I always shout out the top one. And then we have the monthly rockstar, and all 4 of their pictures will be at the top. And it says their little title. And then they stay up there for the whole time. And I do shout outs for whoever is qualified first. If you've qualified within the first 3 hours of the first day of the month, the team's gonna know about it. I'm that's amazing. You have done your work, you've done your due diligence to be front loading your beginning of your month, and it deserves a shout out. Then I do shout outs for the month prior. I do shout outs for 125 PRS. I do 250, 500, 1,000, 1,500, and anything higher. And anyone that did 3,000 or 5,000, Ashley. Yeah, they get their own shout out. If they go above and beyond anyone else's numbers, this girl, I just could talk about her for days, I feel. But they get special shout outs. And I do this every single month at the beginning of the month, and it does take time. I have to go through my entire back office. I go through hundreds of names. And I don't care. I'm doing it every month because these shout outs mean something, and they're inspiring. Okay, so that's building team culture. Hold on to your questions. They're coming. So next, building leaders. So I find when there is someone new, you can kind of see that spark in them, that drive, that excitement. They want this, right from the get-go. Those are the ones that I link up with right away. There are people who will kind of ease into it and all of a sudden they're a rock star, which is fine, but I typically, I look out for those people that are you know ones I'm talking about, the ones that come in and they're doing the post, and they've clearly been watching you for a while, right? They're doing the things already, and you're damn. Those are the ones you want to start coaching right from the get-go, okay? So if you see that drive, start getting them, you want to get them doing the daily dues. You want to get them sharing things that are working for them in your team page. I encourage my girls, all of them, white status all the way to green status, doesn't matter, to be sharing what's working for them. You don't have to be anyone special to post on my team page. If you've got something that's working for you, post, but tell them to post. Because lots of the times they don't feel like they're entitled to post. There's no entitlement on our team. Just come in. If you've got something that is working for you, share it. Because it's someone else is going to relate to the way that you're doing things. I could literally say something 40 times. It'll be crickets. Do you see that? Crickets. Someone else comes in and posts someone, a new and upcoming leader who is relatable, right? I'm a purple status, I'm intimidating to some people. But you have a yellow or a pink come in and they make those posts. They're oh my God, genius! And you're dude, I said that yesterday. But having that relatable person, it helps. So get anyone that I don't care if they're only been on your team for a day and they did something that worked, get them to post about it, okay? Get them, once they've built a little bit of a team, I can feel my chest getting very hot. Lights are hot. Get them in making their own chat. So I talked a little bit before about chats, how I've got my chats and I got my girls got their chats and got chats for everything. Well, once you've got, 2, 3, 4 people on your team, get them making their own chats with their girls, get them motivating their girls, creating their own team culture. Because you have your whole big team culture, but then you have your team. Like you're just your little baby team when you're brand new. Like get talking to them, and then you build this huge team in this team environment. Like we've got our big team, and we've got many legs, and they've all got their chats, and they've got their own team culture, right? Our cultures are similar, but they've got like their own little beat to their own drum, and it's pretty cool to see it. And I'm very much at being like, I'll have someone come to me and be like, what should I do about this? And I'm like, I don't know. What should you do about it? You tell me, and then you go do that. Like, go do what you feel is right, or I will give a suggestion. I'll be like, that's what I would do, but you're your own leader, right? Go do what you think is right. You're gonna learn. If you did something wrong, you're gonna learn right away. If you do something wrong. But yeah, get them building their own team culture. By getting them to be doing these little things, they seem small, but they all add up. And as you build a team, it just comes naturally for you to be building your leadership. As you grow a bigger team from, pink to blue to green, you just naturally pick up on all these things. And you're already doing all these things on the daily, and you didn't even realize you were doing them. And all of a sudden, you're a green status, and you're like leading your team like any other. That like you're like, what happened? Like it's not like all of a sudden, okay, you're ready to go green. Good luck. Like they're already doing the small things, so get them doing the things that a purple status leader should be doing. The yellow can do the same thing, right? I already talked about sharing stuff on the team page. Anything from like what's working for you, but graphics. If you've got good photos that are working, you've got wording that's working for you. Get them to share inspirational, motivational. If you watch a good video, share a video. Be like, damn, this video. Okay, I was like, yeah, if you've got someone that's like something that they like, a good video, where you just like feel so good about it, share it. Get them to share it. If they talk to you about it, be like, girl, go share that. If someone says something in our leadership chat, I'll be like, would you mind sharing that? I'm not gonna take that information and share it for them. You need to go share that with the team, and then you're gonna get used to doing that for your team. Prepare them. Prepare them for the ups and the downs, because let me tell you, they come. You kind of need to warn them. Like a small thing's gonna happen, you're gonna be like, listen, that's minor. Like it feels really big and we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna get through it, but listen, there's gonna be much harder times to come. And you just have to be able to see the positive. I've talked about many times today about changing a negative to a positive. You just literally have to see everything in a positive. It could be like the worst thing. There's been some big things in this company and within our team and stuff that have happened, but you need to see the positive. There's always a silver lining, there's always a lesson. So you need to teach them from the get-go that negativity is gonna get you nowhere. Change anything, any ups and downs into a positive, even if it is something detrimental to your team. I've gone from purple status numbers back down to green because of things that have happened within our team, and you just get back up and you rebuild. You do not let it stop you, okay? But you need to warn them that those things are gonna happen, but you have to keep going. You have to. Have them create their own team name. This is like so fun for me. I don't know if you see all the shirts, but if they got a little bit of a team, they've got their team name under my team name. So I love that. I don't even care if you just have one person on your team. I'm like, so, what's your team name? Like, let's get picking one. So that is just something that also helps create that culture within your team. And then you start your chat and you've got people using, like ours, lots of us have hashtags, like we're the hashtag lashouts. That way it was just like, I get people to tag hashtag lashouts on their posts. And then I can find them. I can kind of creep them sometimes. I'm like, oh, I see you looking. But creating your own name, it feels like it's something for yours. You kind of start to feel like you're stepping into that leadership role. You feel like you're becoming an idol to someone, which is really motivating and positive. So just get them creating that, again, that team culture, building that culture really strong. I have a leadership chat. So I'm actually going to start another one. I'm not going to tell you guys about it, but I don't know why I just brought it up, but because my girls don't know about it yet. But I'm going to start on this one, and then you guys just kind of know something else is coming. So I have a leadership chat, and we have one pink in there, but the rest are blues and greens. And these are ones that we get together, we talk in there. These are ones that are just at a different level, right? they're on a different level. Everyone's at different levels, but these kind of girls, they've been through a little bit more typically. I mean, some people do fly into promotions, but there are those people, I kind of make sure that they're a little more seasoned, have been through some of the ups and downs, have been through company changes, have been through these things, and they have a really good mindset. You have to have a good mindset to get into this chat. If you don't have a good mindset, you're not getting in until you have one, a solid mindset on the business, the team, anything. But we get together, we talk about, we communicate, we share ideas, we do Zoom calls. Well, they're not Zoom calls because there's like 7 or 8 of us, so we just do a Facebook Messenger. No, what is that called? But whatever, it's a Messenger, a little video thing. They put the video, you're all there, it's great. I forget what it's called. But we just do that, and we talk for half an hour to an hour, like asking each other, what can we do? What more can we do for our team? What are we not bringing to the table? What is something that you personally are struggling with that we can work on and give you ideas for? We just bounce ideas off of each other so that our teams are all getting the things that they need. And we stay in touch that way, we are like best friends. So, yeah, it's nice. I don't know if you dig that or not, but that's my jam. Okay, I feel like that was like 4 minutes, so, okay, I feel like I flew right through that, but I got some more things to do, so, okay, take out those questions and struggles, more so the struggles. We're doing the struggles first. Okay, I'm gonna do a little activity or exercise or whatever you want to call it. Do you have them on separate pieces of paper? I probably should have said that at the beginning.
No.
Perfect. I'm gonna get you guys to rewrite that on another piece of paper. Your struggle. We're gonna work with the struggle now. I feel like we did something similar to this, but I have a really bad memory. Like I can rewatch a show like 6 times and still not know what happened. So I don't actually know if it was something that went down or not. But we're gonna redo it if so. But take out your struggle. You're gonna crumple that paper up with love.
I can't do that.
Don't get angry. I'm watching you. Did you write something down? You can't throw your phone. Where's your paper?
It's on a tiny piece of paper.
What is? I said take out a piece of paper.
There, I'll rip it across here. Look. There.
I'm expecting you all to throw your phones now. No. I literally won't. I'm really bad at catching things. Okay, does everybody, except for these 3 girls and that one over here, are you written down? You got it going? Yeah? Nods? Anything? No? Okay, good. Crumple it up. People in the front, throw it backward. People in the back, throw it forward. Make sure everyone gets a piece of paper, please. Everyone pick up a piece of paper. Come on, go! Woo!
I'm throwing my notepad.
Okay, now you have to get up.
My
Go get those pieces of paper. Come on. If you don't have a piece of paper, you have to get up and get a piece of paper. Oh yeah, we're even joking shakes over here. Atta girl. Thank you, lighting person. Great. Okay, does everybody have a piece of paper? I feel like some papers might be lost and someone's gonna find something 4 years from now. It's gonna be great. Okay, does everybody have a piece of paper? Yep. Who's missing a piece of paper? Who didn't write notes? The people without note writers, they don't get a note.
Are we allowed to look at it? Did you have to go find it?
Keep a crumple for sec. Good question. I feel like I probably should have also said that.
Can we open it?
Okay. Is everyone good? Did someone need to write another struggle so someone has another piece of paper? Someone write her a struggle. Someone write her a struggle. Quick, quick! There's some in the back here. One there and one there. I know that you all have more than one struggle. We all do.
Do you know that? I have like 12.
You're not really supposed to know who you're getting it from, but... You need another one? Right here.
Yes! Rating struggles! Thank you.
Rating struggles! Okay, does everybody have a struggle?
Yes.
Okay, everyone open that piece of paper and read that struggle. Oh, we got extra struggles now. Open your struggle papers. And read it to yourself.
Extra, read all about it.
You guys just don't struggle with life. That's fine. I get it.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay, have you read it? Okay, if you can relate to the piece of paper in front of you, raise your hands in any way. Okay, that's like 85% of the people in the room have the same struggles. We all have the same struggles within our teams, within our personal lives, within our business in general. It's pretty crazy how many people have the same struggle. Like, almost everybody has gone through the same things or some form of the same things. And what makes or breaks us is whether we're able to get past those things. So if you sit down and you give up, you're never gonna get past that struggle. If you push past it, like me being on stage right now is so weird. And I'm like confident, which is like even weirder. Because like, what was that, like 3 months ago on the leadership panel? I was like, I like couldn't even breathe, like it was crazy. But I knew she was gonna ask me to speak, and I was like, cool, I'm not coming. Literally, I was like, I'm just gonna not come. Because then she can't ask me. And then she asked me, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this because I would tell my team members to get their butts up on stage. So here I am, okay? But I could have like shut down like I normally would and been like, no, it's not going. But I can't, and I got here, and I'm feeling good, which is like, it feels good. Okay, so I'm just wondering if there are a couple people, 2 or 3 people that are willing to share what the paper said. Okay, go ahead. Do you need a mic? I feel like maybe. No? Okay. Well. Okay, that's pretty freaking normal. That's it, freaking. Okay, sponsoring. Who has struggles with sponsoring?
Everybody.
Cool, everybody. Sponsoring is a hard one. Okay, what else?
Just saying.
Oh, that's a good one too. Okay, and how many people struggle with that? Would you look at that, eh? Yeah. Okay, couple more. In the back there. Oh, breaking fears with self-image. Anyone struggle with that? Okay, so anything else? Anyone else? Go ahead. Staying focused. Anyone else struggle with that? Do you notice a pattern here? Do you notice that everyone's feeling those insecurities? It's normal, right? It's completely normal to feel those things. What we have to do is we need to go out and we need to learn those things. We need to find what it is for ourselves that's gonna fix that for us. I'm one of those people that if I can't find the answer, I'm gonna go find the answer. Like if I don't have it right in front of my face, I'm gonna go find it. I will not be able to stop until I can find it. You need to have that mindset where if you can't find the answer, like right in front of you, or no one's giving it to you, no one's just handing it to you, go find it. You don't need it from someone else. No one has to hand it to you. Anything from sponsoring or self-image or anything, there is always an answer. There are things like, the internet is a magical place. YouTube, it's wonderful. Any struggles I have ever, I'm on YouTube being like, okay, how do I overcome this? So, just wanted you guys to realize that everyone struggles with the same things, okay? You're not alone. So when you're feeling like you're struggling with those things and you're feeling alone, just remember to look around at your peers. They're feeling it too, okay? Okay, so last are those questions. Who had those questions? You all had the questions. I asked you all to do the questions. That you, at the beginning, wrote down about team culture or building leaders. You willing to share?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you create a team atmosphere when your teammates are all specifically only wanting to be kidnappers?
You sponsor more.
Yeah.
Like, general answer, okay, so I like these question and answer. I feel like they flow better. So, for me, if I had someone on my team come to me and ask me that, I would say, okay, so what are you going to do to sponsor more? How do we sponsor? Right? We do lives, we send messages, we do affiliates, we do all those things to connect with people, right? So we need to sponsor more. If you feel like you only have kidnappers, you are either marketing the opportunity as a deal only. You're not offering the opportunity enough, or maybe not the right way for your market, for your avatar. Yeah. So if you are only getting kidnappers, it's for a reason, right? Which I used to be a kidnapperaholic. Literally, I like strived for kidnappers. I was like, I've got a kidnapper here and there, and then my team died. And it was like, oh cool. Some of them, great, they turn into amazing. I was a kidnapper, literally. It took me 4 months to sign up. I signed up for the discount, and now I'm here. So kidnappers can turn into things. It is important, in my opinion, to keep them in the team page, to keep them seeing the team atmosphere and all that, and that's great. But you need to sponsor more. You need to work. If that's what you're struggling with right now, then sponsoring is something that you need to focus on. Okay. And anyone else have a question they want to share? I want to do a couple more. Go ahead.
What's the hardest thing about being a leader?
The hardest thing about being a leader? For me personally? Ooh, I feel like I can only kind of answer for me. I don't actually know how to answer that. I feel like, I don't know, I've kind of overcome all those things, I think, so far. The big things, people that were kind of falling off was hard. Like in the beginning, I was kind of like, what is happening? Like I flew to green and then it just like dwindled and I didn't know what to do because it happened so fast. And I kind of was like, what is happening? People that have left for other companies, that's been hard. But these are all things that are learning curves. I'm very much a person that there's always a lesson in something. So I've had some pretty hard things happen and I've cried some tears, but luckily my husband, who is like a very negative person, is very good at keeping me positive. So it's kind of weird. And he's very much like, okay, so like they were dead weight. It's better now than later, right? Like you kind of just have to find the lesson in all things. So I can't say that anything is really hard. You just need to, well, I mean, lots of things are hard, but like there's no specific thing that's the hardest. I feel like you just have to overcome whatever it is you're struggling with. Does that make sense? Okay. Anybody else? Go ahead.
How do you like to handle someone who's going to give up? How do you encourage them?
Well, you can only hold on to people for so long. I am very much a person, it was just this last convention, I was talking about this leadership thing yesterday. I'm a holder on to of emotions. I want to be like that person for everybody. I want to be their support. I want to be there. But as a leader, when you start getting hundreds of women on your team, you can't do that. Like it's mentally and physically exhausting. It's gonna make me cry. Uh-oh. My husband, I went to convention and like all of the leaders were like, just let it go. Like you have to be okay with people walking away. You have to be okay with people having struggles, and you have to be okay with these things. And it was literally like a huge weight. I've been told that 1,000 times, but I don't know what it was about convention this year. It was just like, whoa, whoa. You just have to be okay with it. You can work with them for so long. You can try to motivate them. There's only so much you can do. So after that amount of time of trying, and they just keep falling back into those same habits, they're not actually wanting the things they say they want, you have to let go. Yeah. And if they come back around, great. That's amazing. But if not, that's not on you. Okay, do I have any time left? No. Okay, no more questions. All right.